Hey, everybody. Good afternoon. It's Brad.
It's actually still morning, sweetie.
After morning.
After morning.
Good
Depends on where you're at.
Morning.
I'm Krista.
No, you threw me.
I did. Want to start over again?
Hey! I sound like that doctor in The Simpsons. Hey, everybody.
That's not the doctor, is it? Oh, yes, it is.
No. Doctor's a Hubbard. He's the African-American dude. Yeah.
Yeah. He's got that.
Hey, everybody. That's the guy
else.
he does like the motivational speaking.
Yes. We don't watch The Simpsons very often, but when we do, yeah, it's just a nightmare.
60% of the time.
It works every time, right.
So, hey, we're going to talk about immune system boosters today.
Yep. We are smack dab in the middle of winter, and yeah, there's lots of people who are getting colds.
And these are not our opinions. We pulled all our data from WebMD. We're not doctors. We're not giving you medical advice. This whole time. You do your own research and you do talking to your doctor. But this is just, we're regurgitating information from WebMD. And when it's applicable, we'll tell you this is our own personal experience.
Yes.
So that you're not saying, hey, Brad and Krista said this will fix my shingles. I don't know.
No.
I don't know about your shingles. No. I really don't.
I don't know what fixes shingles. I don't know.
I'm not even sure I know what shingles really are.
When you have chicken pox as a child, you still have that in your system, and it can reoccur as shingles. From what I've heard, I don't know if that's entirely.
It's not like hemorrhoids.
Oh dear Lord, we're going downhill now.
It's fast. Yeah. It went fast. Yeah. So okay, then today,
these are just things that we make for our family to help us feel better when we get a cold. These particular items. The elderberries have loads of antioxidants and vitamins in them that are super beneficial to your body. The same thing with ginger and lemons and the honey. Oh boy, there's so many good things with even just the raw honey. And that's the key. Raw honey is ideal for both of these recipes.
And local, if you can get it.
If you can get local, that's even better.
I'll talk about that later, but keep going.
He's the beekeeper.
I keep the bees.
Yeah.
I keep the bees that make the whole world sweet.
You got that?
Nope, I don't.
No. Okay. So we're going to start with the orange, lemon, no, not orange.
It's lemon.
Lemon, ginger, honey, syrup, okay? And what you need is a lemon. And yes, I stabbed the lemon by accident, and yeah, well, thankfully didn't cut myself, so.
There's that.
Yeah. So we're going to cut the ends off of the lemon because those are the bitter parts.
Grab this. It's right in the way.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
And get rid of those. And I'm just gonna cut this down halfway in the middle. That way we can get really thin slices. You want to use organic lemons because regular lemons have pesticides in the skins and you don't want that in your syrup. So if you can get organic lemons, use those. We're just going to make very thin slices. And yes, we're keeping the skin on, or the rind.
Yep.
But this is what you want this. But super thin slices.
Oh, Bee Lady's here.
Oh, hey, Bee Lady.
I haven't said hello to anybody for a while here. So, hello to Larry and Rapture and Bee Lady and Michigan Daffodils here. Vern. Hey, Vern. That thingamabob is coming your way ASAP. I think we had to wait because we got snowed in, but it'll be leaving tomorrow.
Yeah, we did. We got almost a foot of snow the other day, a Wednesday. And so we were kind of stuck.
Yep.
They hadn't plowed our roads. It wasn't our driveway, it was the roads. They hadn't plowed the roads very well.
Hey, you guys, is the stream still going? Because I'm seeing some weird stuff on the tech side here. If somebody can tell me if the stream is still going or if I need to restart it. Anybody? I know that there's a delay.
I can see it over here, but...
Yay, this is the best, says Apache Girl. Howdy, Mike DeFazio. It must be, or else he wouldn't be here if he couldn't see it.
Another thing you want to do is get rid of the seeds. You don't want the seeds in here at all. They can make a bitter flavor as well. Oh, I'm finding all the cuts on my fingers. Woohoo! Okay, I think I got all the seeds. There wasn't very many in that. Now, I need a different bowl. That's in the way.
I don't know what you're referring to there, Matt McKenzie, but it says hard not to be who you are, but sounds like a bossy lady. Might want to work on that. If you're talking about her, you can just step off, bro, because that's not her at all,
Yeah,
number one,
no.
and you don't need to be rude if that's what you're saying.
Yeah, no, that's not how that works here.
No, not at all. So,
Ouch.
there we go. What's my
That was a
baby?
good cut. I got a nice cut on my finger.
Oh, found it with the lemon
I found
juice.
it with the lemon juice, yep.
Hey, Vern, thank you. Woohoo!
Oh, thank you, Vern.
Appreciate that, brother.
Shh,
All
just
right. Hideaway Homestead. Who else is here?
All right.
Let's see. Emmalina RN from 1982. Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
Excellent. Good year. It's a good year. Good vintage. Good morning. Hey, there's Ware Family and
Hey, Jess.
Lisa and Jesus is Lord. Heidi. Yeah, bye-bye. That's good. Clearly runs your house. You don't know who you are talking to, Matt. Goodbye. We're just going to go ahead and take care of that. See ya.
Okay, whatever.
Bye-bye then.
That's how much that bugs me.
Woo! Man, I feel so much nothing. Nah, not at all.
No.
All right. So, let's see who else
It's actually
is here.
quite comical that they think that he would think that. Whatever.
And why? It doesn't matter. You
Doesn't
know what?
matter,
We've already
'cause-
wasted enough time on it.
Exactly. Okay.
It amazes me how many unknown cuts are on my hands while working with anything
kidding.
like lemons. You
No
find
kidding.
them.
Yeah.
You find them.
All right. Now I'm going to very carefully peel this ginger. We actually had a friend cut his thumb peeling ginger the other day.
Oh, yeah. Mike DeFazio, Starlink working okay so far. Today has not been a good Starlink day, by the way.
I thought it was.
It was red for a long time.
Oh, I thought you tested it.
So
and it was
I don't
fine.
know. You guys tell us, because we are one of the fortunate recipients of the Elon Musk Starlink internet, because we live out in the middle of nowhere in the Northwoods in Wisconsin. So internet is a challenge.
Yeah.
And we're able to stream live, so that's a good thing, because it takes a lot of uplink speed to make that happen. But does it look okay? I mean, aside from this right here, does that look? You guys tell me.
You silly goose.
Tell me. Let's see. Vern, will the regular honey work for this if I can't find raw? It will, but it's. Here's the thing. Okay, this will be a good time to talk about honey while you're cutting ginger.
Yeah. Okay.
Honey has a lot of antibacterial stuff, a lot of antiviral properties. It has a lot of different things that are serious boosters for your health, especially, what are those things called? I have them. Allergies. Allergies. And the reason why is because the bees go out and they are getting the pollen off of all of the things that are driving you nuts. In some part of the process that when they make that honey, it kind of just turns it on its end. It goes like flips it over and makes it the opposite. So it's like a booster. And that's why you want local, because then it's all the stuff that's locally around you that's driving you nuts.
Right.
So if you can get it local, that is the best. Bee lady, you could probably chime in on a few bee comments,
Yeah, no kidding.
I would think.
She knows.
She knows. She's got the what's what.
Yeah.
Starlink is 110%. Yeah. Hey, Jan from Houston.
Oh,
Guy Trescente from Maryland.
this is hard to do.
I'm glad I'm on this side. I'll handle the computer.
Yeah.
You can keep going over there.
So I'm grating the ginger. You can chop it if you'd like. I just thought that this would be we've done chopped before, and putting it into the jars and then getting a spoonful of ginger, not really our favorite. So grating it will mix in with the honey a bit better.
Nice looking ginger grater, says the bee lady.
Yeah, I think this is not necessarily a ginger grater. I think it's for Parmesan cheese.
It is.
So, but it works. It works for this.
Let's
I
see.
like it.
Thus right here looks just as good as her over there. Thank you, Hideaway Homestead. Ah, thank you. Made me feel a little bit better. A little bit of self-esteem booster today. Oh boy.
Okay, I'm gonna get there. It's almost there. Now I used about a 2-inch cube of ginger, not garlic. Garlic would be a good benefit too, but it wouldn't taste very good in these.
Hey, bee lady, do you guys sell your honey? I'm just curious, because I'm usually it's in very poor taste for somebody to go on another person's channel and then promote their own self, and you're not doing that.
No.
You're not doing that.
No.
But if I'm asking, hey, do you sell honey? Then that's like you have an open door. If you do, let everybody know where they can get it. If you're, maybe they're local to you.
All right, I'm chopping the rest because I don't want to grate my fingers.
Don't do it.
No. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. See, look at this, just minces it so nicely.
Yep.
I need a bigger knife. That one.
Ooh,
It's too small.
keep your fingers.
I will.
Yeah, you know what? Ruth likes to make, for whatever reason, she makes cottage fries in the morning for breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
For anybody who will want them. You know, the fried potatoes, but she does it in the air fryer. Oh, it's not over there. But she does it in the air fryer. And the thing about it is that on Christmas, there was a bunch of people here. So I brought out the mandolin, but oh my gosh, people, if you use a mandolin,
it's scary.
it's fast, but you got to be very careful. Mm-hmm. Like this would only nick you. A mandolin, you could lose a big chunk of your finger.
This is shredding. Okay. Well, that's good enough.
Bee lady says only local. Shipping is too high. I agree.
Yeah.
There
is a Fox Honey Farm is one we've gotten bees from.
Yeah.
And they ship. They actually have honey from Russia, which is really cool.
Yeah. And they've got one honey that, believe it or not, doesn't crystallize.
Tupelo. Tupelo
Yeah, it's
honey
right in there.
it doesn't ever crystallize.
Yeah.
Check that out. Look at how beautiful that is. But
it's amazing to me too how different the honeys taste from different areas.
Mm-hmm.
Like some are super sweet, and then some are super almost runny, and then the really dark ones. One time we had a beehive that was smack dab in the middle of a gigantic field of goldenrod.
Yeah, it was awful.
And I honestly thought that the bees had, when I'm pulling the frames out, I thought the bees had a disease called foul brood, which smells like rotting flesh.
Yeah, it's no good.
But my buddy said, no, that's just the goldenrod. It's going to taste different. So we went ahead and extracted it. And the way I can describe it, for those of you who have had any beer, is like regular honey's kind of like a lager, like a Budweiser, like not super light, but it's beer, but it's not like in your face. This goldenrod honey was like the most intense Guinness stout, like whoosh, that you've ever had. And some friends of ours, they thought this was the best thing they've ever eaten ever. But most folks are just like, oh no, I'll have the regular stuff if you don't mind.
You can keep it, thanks.
Where you at, Mom?
Okay, so
I'm just trying to stall.
I know you were, and I didn't want to interrupt what you were saying. Now we're going to take the lemon and the ginger and layer it. It doesn't have to be perfect. As you can see, I'm not sticking my hand down there to just make it layer perfectly. No. I'm just going to throw it in there and just, wherever it lays, and then you just layer it.
Yep.
A couple of lemon slices, a little bit of ginger, a couple of lemon slices. Now I'm not going to use this whole lemon for this jar. I'm only using half. And I will probably cut more ginger here to make another jar.
Yeah.
So you're going to use half a lemon for 1 quart jar. We're going to make 2 quart jars total. Actually, I think I'm just going to throw more of this ginger in this one.
Yeah, there's a lot of folks talking about honey, and you know what it made me think of is we were looking at baklava recipes and baklava videos.
Yeah.
And let me tell you what, if anybody out there wants to mail us some baklava, we will figure out some kind of trade for you, or we'll make something, or some hand creams.
Here's what I found,
I want to swap some baklava.
Here's what I found, though. They weren't making it with honey.
They have to.
They were not making it with honey. I watched 4 or 5 different videos. They used a sugar syrup.
It's honey.
That's what I thought was weird, and I just stopped watching because I'm thinking, this is not right.
Nope.
They have to use. You have
She
to use
watches
honey.
this Russian.
Turkmenistan?
Or Turkmenistan.
No, Azerbaijan.
It's a husband and a wife, and they live, old school style. And they do all kinds of really cool things. There's no talking in the videos.
Nope.
She just cooks or whatever. And they're usually pretty dang cool. But we were like, hey, you know what? We should learn how to make baklava with the nuts and the honey and the pastries. Oh.
Yeah, no,
Anybody want to trade? I'm up for it.
All right, I'm going to put this over here so I have a flat surface. Alrighty, now, this is honey that we have had since 2017.
Let me hold this up.
And it's crystallized, but that's okay.
See, look.
Because I know it's raw, I know it's clean. And
it's good.
Yeah, and I'm going to pour in here as much as I can, and it's going to filter down into the lemon and the honey. Hence why I needed a flat surface.
I have never had baklava. Oh my gosh.
It's a very thin pastry.
With nuts.
With
and
walnuts
honey.
and honey.
And it's layered. A bunch of layers.
Yep.
The real deal baklava is a big deal here in Dearborn. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen there's different festivals all around the country. Oh, dude, if you get me some. Mike, bro, come on. Look at me. I need baklava.
We had a friend in Cincinnati who made amazing baklava. Remember Terry?
He did.
Yeah.
He did. He absolutely did.
I should have gotten a canning lid.
Oh.
Canning.
Well, with Jen, I thought for a moment it was going to break out in Tim the Toolman grunts. I could absolutely. You know what? Where was it that we went to the baklava festival? Was that in Cincinnati?
Probably.
Yeah, it was a Russian
remember.
Orthodox church.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to set the jar down, or the measuring cup down. It's heavy. It's probably 5 pounds with just honey.
Hey, Juan. Juan Torres. Let's see. Who else is here? Diane and Barbara B. Janet. Good afternoon. I have had chocolate and pecan baklava.
Interesting.
I'm not sure
I'm
how I
not sure.
feel about that.
I don't know if I'd like that.
I mean, I bet it would be delightful.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like Skyline chili. Skyline chili is not chili, and it's not spaghetti.
Right.
It's something else. If you just think of it as Skyline, then you're fine.
Right.
But it's not one. So that kind of is like, well, could be good. I bet you it tastes great.
Okay, I'm going to show one of our older jars of this
All
syrup.
right, Jan. Jan says she's going to get us some baklava.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so this is not ready to use. I mean, well, you can, but it's not mixed. What you're going to need to do is shake it. Once that lemon starts to mix with the honey, it's going to make a syrup. So you're just going to I put plastic lids on these because I don't like the way the metal really reacts with food, even though this one over here has a metal lid.
This will come to me. Thank you, my lovely.
Don't shake it yet. It's not ready to be shaken. No.
Is it ready to be stirred?
No. Shaken, not stirred.
Got it.
So this is one that I made a few years ago, and it's still good. Okay, which is unusual. Okay. See how syrupy it is?
It doesn't stay thick like that.
It doesn't stay thick like honey. So you just give it a good shake, and you just take some of the syrup. The syrup is almost gone out of here. I probably could strain it.
Tablespoon a day.
Tablespoon a day, couple of times a day if you're feeling really yucky. I swear by this stuff. If you have a sore, scratchy throat, this is the stuff that'll help.
We're not
We're not. This is just what we do, and it's really, really yummy.
Not medical advice.
And it's delicious. It really is delicious. Okay.
All right. So that's
this
phase
is,
1. Now it's done.
This is phase 1. This is done for now. It will have to mix with the lemon.
Yep.
So I'm going to set that off to the side.
Phase 1 complete.
Completed.
So what's next?
The next step is a lot easier, honestly.
Oh, the elderberry?
Yes.
Okay. Let me change my screen.
Honey off my fingers.
I'll get the elderberry.
I love
screen up
honey,
here.
but I hate having it on my hands.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And-
I've gotten OCD with stuff on my hands now.
Yeah.
I mean,
Not a fan.
we don't often go to McDonald's, but when we do, I will eat one French fry, and then the salt that's on my hands, I can't stand it. I will
Salt and
wipe
grease.
my hands every French fry.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like I'm like one of those. I don't even know something that has lots of OCD. That's what I act like.
Yeah. Yeah. And Laura's saying kind of sounds good even if you're not sick. Yes.
Yes.
It is very good. I actually will even put it in my tea. Like if I'm having peppermint tea or ginger tea, I have a green ginger tea that I really like. And so I will just take half a cup and pour it into my tea because I like honey. And that lemon and the ginger just really are really good.
How long before you can use it?
I would say a few days.
Yeah.
Just every once in a while, give it a good shake. If you're finding it's not syrupy enough, add more lemons to it, but it should be fine. So
refrigerator, not freezer.
Yes, don't put it in the freezer.
freezer.
No, you can put it in the refrigerator. I would leave it on the counter for a few hours, a day. Well, I wouldn't even say a day. I would say a few hours, just because you don't want that lemon to ferment.
True.
But yeah, a few hours just to get it going, and then stick it in the refrigerator. And I'm not kidding. That jar I showed you, it's marked 2019.
Well, and if you're impatient, you could probably take a fork and just mash around.
You could.
You could probably mash in there for probably 15, 20 minutes. It'd probably be fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you could use it right then.
Right. All right.
Let's see.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
All right, elderberry syrup.
Elderberry syrup.
This stuff, in our experience, has been the knockout punch. You use the honey stuff and the elderberry stuff, and that's the knockout punch for most colds in our house.
Yep, definitely.
Yep.
So we're going to take 2/3 of a cup of dried elderberries. If you want to use fresh elderberries, I would use a full cup.
Dried is more.
Dried is a little bit more condensed. Yeah. So you got 2/3 of a cup, and these are organic. I get them on Amazon. Frontier, I think, is the company.
That would be you, baby.
I know, but they're organic elderberries, and I can't remember how much they were.
Yeah.
I think when I bought one batch a couple years ago, it was